Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all the respected dignitaries, distinguished speakers, honorable participants, and the loving audience, all beautiful people present here from all around the globe. I, Ms. Nada Ratkovic, IIU board member, country director, IIU Croatia, and the president of Research Center IIU, welcome you all to the first Technical Symposium 2022 event for all the educators around the globe, jointly organized by International Internship University, IIU Research Center, Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology, Patiala and Eureka Prize Problems. The topic today is let's see latest trends in computing. This topic is very important. So before we start our first technical conference, it's my pleasure and honor to present our organizers. International Internship University is a leading virtual education system and global brand confederation, which is the most valuable and trusted worldwide and well-reputed in delivering innovative programs. Globally, it is a trusted name for quality training programs and is committed to provide better and virtual education to all the young learners of the globe. IIU is metamorphosing the conventional education system by cutting down the additional costs and providing access to more than 1,000 plus courses and internships to their e-learners across the globe with the help of its 1,000 plus global educators. In a short span of time, IIU has spread his wings in 195 countries and 6 continents under the strong leadership of its visionary founder, Mr. Piyush Pandit Sir, a committed and inspiring social activist, a passionate educationist from the last 2 decades, providing education to students from various social and cultural backgrounds. The sky is the limit for his dedication and hard work. IIU has formed its 4 councils, namely Women Entrepreneurs Council, International Student Development Council, International Youth Development Council, International Council of Educators. And the main objectives behind the councils is provide support in every respect to the students, youths, women entrepreneurs, and educators. Be the change with IIU. It's my honor today to introduce a great partner, a great organizer with me. It is the Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology. TIET is one of the India's oldest and finest educational institutions, which provides a steady source of highly skilled talent to the nation as well as overseas. It is founded in 1956 with a campus spread across growing 250 acres. Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology, located in Patiala, has been a pioneer in engineering education, research, and innovation. The community involves ingenious mind solvers who are eager to make the world a better place to live in with their innovative techniques and discoveries. Rated amongst the top-ranked innovation-driven private universities and technical institutes in the country. TIET has been accredited with an A+ grade by the National Assessment and Accreditation Council, NAC. They constantly evolve their teaching methods, provide quality education to their students, whom we see the unique individuals with different interests and inspirations. They keep the quality of their curriculum, faculty, and infrastructure unparalleled, and they believe in encouraging thousands of young minds to excel in India and abroad. Their alumni have a school and its various fields such as business, industry, administrative and regulatory services, research and education, social and human rights organizations. It is also a big pleasure today to have a great organizer, Eureka Prize Problems. The objective behind developing the society is to promote research, MBAs amongst and UG students through organizing competitions, expert talks, seminars, webinars, technical sessions, and encouraging them to write research articles. With us today, one of the organizers, my great friend, an amazing Dr. Souvik Ganguly. He is a president of the Eureka Prize Problems. And IAU Research Center is also the organizer, and it is a unique hub establishment founded by the research facilities to our visionary. Me, Professor Nada Ratkovic, is a president of IAU Research Center, and I think if you have ever thought about how would be the world with education, research, science, innovation, technology, or any development of anything, then the IAU Research Center is the right place for you. Here is a research, a systematic investigation, and always begin when we want to develop something new, contribute the generalizable knowledge in our education as the best and reliable way to understand and act on the complexities of various issues that education are facing. It is an amazing today. We are ready to have a great conference, our first virtual conference, technical conference. We call them technical symposium. And now it is my pleasure first to call an amazing person, an amazing educator, academician, researcher, science, and also a great human being. He is Dr. Souvik Ganguly. He's coming from the TIET, Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology from India. And as I said, he's the president of the Eureka. Today, Dr. Souvik will have a great presentation on the title, Basis of Optimization. Welcome, Dr. Souvik. I use.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving a wonderful platform and a wonderful introduction about Thapar Institute as well as of Eureka Prize Problems. I'm presently holding the president's position for Eureka Prize Problems, mainly the brainchild of someone whom I should name in this particular platform. He is Mr. Abhimanyu Kumar. He is currently pursuing his integrated PhD in Caltech, California Institute of Technology. So very warm welcome, ma'am, to join hands with us for our technical symposium. It's a first technical symposium focusing on some aspects of computing. So I'll take you through in the next 2 days some great speakers and with which some students will also be presenting amidst our speakers, and there will be some good flow of discussions related to career guidance, related to IEEE benefits, related to optimization, meta heuristics, whatnot. We have also biosensors and smart healthcare in our pipeline. We have also the goal focus or goal orientation in our kitty. So let me go into the presentation part and let me discuss about some of the basics related to optimization. Mainly, I'll talk today about some of the basic features about the classical optimization techniques, how it came into being, and how it flows. And I think Dr. Amit, my vice president for the society, will also take you through the meta heuristic approach of optimization in the next few hours. So let me go ahead. You will get to the idea about the different speakers that we have for the 2-day session. Great speakers, and I hope that the audience and the participants will have a nice time enjoying their lectures as well. I'll not give a brief idea about my profile. everything is written clearly in front of you. My BTech in electrical engineering, MTech in mechatronics, and PhD in area of system identification and control. And currently, I'm holding the post of assistant professor, serving the department of electrical and instrumentation engineering for almost last 13 and a half years. So with this, I'll go directly to the topic, and will make you give you the flavor of computing with optimization techniques. So first of all, first and foremost is the definition. It's the act of obtaining the best result under the given circumstances. That means we are to obtain the best outcome out of the available resources that we have. So it must be defining a particular process where we will be obtaining the condition in order to obtain some maximization or some minimization of a mathematical function. So before going into the details of the mathematics, let me share with you people some of the historical development that has taken place in the field of optimization. So mostly you'll find that Isaac Newton was the first to develop the method of differential calculus, and that is the starting point that can be called as a starting point of optimization. Then Lagrange's has contributed vastly to the calculus of variation and minimization of functionals, and how to handle the constraints. We'll discuss about how to optimize and how to what are the different aspects of optimization a little later. And Cauchy was the first to propose some of the optimization techniques in terms of the steepest descent method for unconstrained problems. After that, I think Euler is another personality we should not forget, who worked on the minimization of functionals also related to the calculus of variations. And Leibniz, another important breakthrough research work in the differential calculus methods that leads to the optimization problems. And apart from that, there are several contributing persons or personalities. I'll skip a little bit. I'll go into the technical aspects of the presentation. So you'll find that Tucker, Newman, these persons were responsible for development of game theory as well. So what is basically optimization? What is a mathematical formulation? We maximize or minimize a particular function subject to certain constraints, subject to certain equality or inequality constraints. We call it a constraint optimization problem, and where we deal with certain objectives. Say for example, we are to maximize the efficiency of a machine, right? So we talk about a maximization problem, and what are the different decision variables or the design variables involved in the process, how are the constraints being developed, what is the interrelation between the constraints, whether they are of equality constraints, whether they are inequality constraints. So these type of things will be there. What is the advantage, why we are talking about, why we are focusing on computing and optimization to be a thrust area for research in different aspects. Say for example, in different engineering fields, we have seen optimization growing up and cropping, or even reaching to economics and all those stuffs. So obviously it will yield the best solution within the domain of study. So we require very much less experimentation, and we arrive at an optimal formulation and can trace and rectify any problem in a remarkably good manner or easier manner. So these are some of the advantages. There are of course many in the process, but of course this I felt that I should highlight and discuss amongst you people so that we get the feel of optimization. Now this is most important, where we need to discuss about what are the optimizing problem, what is the problem at hand, what is a type of the problem, whether it's an unconstrained problem or whether it's a constrained problem, whether it has got some dependent variables or independent variables, what are the parameters that we are optimizing, what objective that we are fixing for this design variables as well. So this is how we go about it. And little bit about the traditional algorithms which we are deviating from these days. We are no longer using the traditional or the classical optimization techniques like Newton-Raphson method or the pattern search technique or the quadratic programming, because there are some limitations of these particular classical techniques. So let me brief you about a little bit about some of the limitations about the classical techniques. Traditional algorithms are mostly dependent upon the local search. They do not guarantee the optimality of the solution or the global optimality of the solution. So of course, the results often are subjected to the initial starting points, right? So sometimes if there is a wrong choice in the starting point, of course, it will lead to erroneous solutions. So of course, they are problem specific as well, and they cannot deal with some high dimensionality problems, or they cannot cope up with problems having discontinuity or dealing with highly nonlinear optimization problems, etc. So these are some of the limitations by virtue of which we are moving ahead for some other different techniques, or we are deviating from the traditional algorithms to something which we are called as nature inspired algorithms, or sometimes we call it heuristic or meta heuristic techniques. Of course, my next speaker, Dr. Amit, will brief you about in more detail about the meta heuristic techniques. So let me just give you a brief idea that when we are designing any particular problem from certain black box conditions, or drawing some inspiration from nature, some physical phenomena, we try to deal with some highly nonlinear problems which can be dealt with, problems with discontinuities or combinatorial problems. These type of problems can always be handled using the nature inspired techniques. So preferably we call it meta-heuristic algorithms. Sometimes it is also referred to as nature-inspired meta-heuristic techniques. And this is how we are moving ahead with our computing techniques, with our abilities to do away with different heuristic techniques, different modifications, different improvements that we are suggesting these days with different problems of optimization. So a little bit about the brief history about the meta-heuristics or the optimization algorithms. It's a genetic algorithm that was a breakthrough discussion in 1960s or 70s. And then we had another invention of simulated annealing techniques, some techniques like ant colony optimization or particle swarm optimization, even differential evolution. These were part of our algorithms or well-known techniques in the 90s, and in after 2000 or 2005 or 2010 onwards, we had a bunch of algorithms in the form of firefly algorithm or cuckoo search algorithm or even bat algorithm or even your flower pollination algorithm developed by Zhengxu Yang. So you can refer to this particular textbook, Nature Inspired Optimization Algorithm, published is elsewhere. You can get a host number of algorithms and understand the optimization problems with nature inspired techniques as well. Now, a little bit of discussion I'd like to highlight upon no free lunch theorem. There are so many algorithms in the process. Now, how would I know which one is the best? How will I detect that which one is the best? My answer is no. There is no best technique. So why is it so? Because it depends upon the complexity and the diversibility of the different real world problems that we are handling, which are always not easier to solve, or which are easier to solve using some technique, whereas it is extremely difficult to solve using some other meta-heuristic algorithms. That's why we have this no free lunch theorem or NFL theorem. And there is no particular model that works with every problem. So this is the essence of no free lunch theorem. So assumptions, as if the analogy is that nothing is available free, you cannot get a free lunch. So depending upon which there is no such algorithm which can solve every optimization problem. So assumptions of a great model for one problem may not hold true for another problem. So this is what we mean to say about the no free lunch theorem. So there is no universal algorithm to such problems. At any particular point, the value of a function is maximum or the value of the function is minimum. So we find out the extremum values, and with which and of course the underlying statement is that if any algorithm A outperforms another algorithm B in the search for an extremum of an objective function, then it may happen that algorithm B will outperform algorithm A over some other objective function. So this is how it works. This is how your nature inspired algorithms work. So plenty of researchers have been working well with those techniques, working on the statistical analysis of this, working on the non-parametric tests. Different non-parametric tests have been they have been doing in order to justify the significance of the study or something of that sort. So some of the application areas I'm not highlighting too much today. We are focusing on some design problems, some pressure vessel design, some mechanical design, some dome design, some car design, whichever design problems you may pick up, and the problem is of optimization. Even it has been optimization is everywhere these days. It is, be it engineering, be it non-engineering, be it economics, be it business, everywhere we'll find some continuous or discrete time problems, some structural engineering, some product design, even in finance, economics as well. And you may find it that data mining has been a part which has been involved. We have been using optimization in image segmentation as well as in feature selection problems. With this, I wind up my talk, and I think let me get it over to Nada ma'am for her inputs. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Solvik. Thank you for your great speech, for your presentation. What to say? You explained, and I know that there was not a lot of time for you, but we all understand that, and we know that you are working on these problems, on this, and you will still continue. And I'm sure that next time you will give us more about this. So thank you very much. Now we are moving from our great Dr. Selvik to our another speaker, to our another guest, Dr. Selvik, please. We will call now Ma'am Rupali. Am I right? Oh no, Mr. Amit Kumar, Dr. Amit Kumar. Dr. Amit Kumar is coming from the Thapar also Institute of Engineering and Technology from India. And he will give us a speech on the title Meta-Heuristic Algorithms, a very, very interesting topic. Welcome, Dr. Amit.
Thank you, madam. Good evening, everyone. And myself, Dr. Amit Kumar. But before starting, let me first share my screen first. I'm not getting any options to share.
Yes, you can share. Each one can share. So
yes, now it's coming. My screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, but if it is great, it is great.
Yes. So I am Dr. Amit Kumar. Presently, I am working as an assistant professor in electrical engineering, electrical and instrumentation engineering department at Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology. And also I am the vice president of Eureka Prize Problem Society to inspire the undergraduate students at our institute level to perform the research. So I am I will not take much time for my introduction. So I am starting with my topic that is meta-heuristic algorithms. So before going to meta-heuristic algorithms, our previous speaker already described what is the role of optimization problem and how the problem is formulated. So optimization problem can be solved by several ways. If you see that there are several methods, we can go by classical theory methods, as our speaker has discussed already, and we can go for meta-heuristic or heuristic approaches. So in my presentation, I will mostly focus on the heuristic algorithms, meta-heuristic algorithms. So before starting with the meta-heuristic algorithm, let me tell you what basically difference between the heuristic and meta-heuristic terms. So heuristic algorithms are basically used to find the solution of a problem concerned with the information which we have. Certain information already we have. Similar to heuristic, meta-heuristics are also used for getting the promising results, but these are more generic and can deal with the varieties of the problems. So if we categorize the meta-heuristic, it can be divided into two parts, that is a meta word and heuristic. So meta means that high level of methodology which you are using, and heuristics means it's an art or technique to find the new strategies for getting a solution of a problem. Meta-heuristic is an approach which is based on heuristic method, and it does not rely entirely on the problem. It does not depend on the problem. It may be of two types based on the solutions. So if it is single solution based, we can say local search, or meta-heuristic, which is a population or random search. So there are several features for the meta-heuristic algorithms. So the first and the first most feature is simplicity. Because of its simplicity and flexibility, we are using the meta-heuristic algorithms is used by most of the researchers very frequently in the different fields of engineering as well as sciences and different various domains. So it is another important feature which is related with the meta-heuristic is it is having the capability of high computational task. It can perform the high computational task with substantial efficiency. These algorithms are basically based on stochastic approach, stochastic operators to find the optimal solutions, and it is based on two terms, which is diversification and intensification. This can be better understand as an example. If you will take the example of a radio, and we have to catch a particular frequency in the radio, first we have to go through the various frequency domain. That is, we are just searching in the whole frequency band. That is diversification of the solution, where we are searching the solution. Then intensification, when we are reaching to the near to that frequency band, we are just aligning a particular frequency, selecting a particular frequency to catch that particular channel of the radio. So that is similar to the intensification what we are performing. So meta-heuristics are independent of the problem, and their high level of nature permits us to roam in and roam out the several local optima. This can be classified based on the evolution theory and swarm-based intelligence. Swarm is basically population-based. Evolution means just like how human being is genetically, it is getting improved day by day. So that is, evolution is clearly imitating the theory of evolution, evolutionary algorithm. So two basic classification of the meta-heuristic is based on the evolution theory and swarm-based. So swarm-based intelligent algorithms mimic the social behavior of the animals. For example, if we consider particle swarm optimization, where the fish schooling or bird flocking is the example, which based on that particle swarm optimization technique is developed. So the meta-heuristic algorithms are dynamic and extensively used for the solution for obtaining a single objective or multi-objective space. So these are this particular categorization of picture, it is showing how this optimization problems can be formulated and categorized in different sections. This is another way of division of the section based on the computational computing, that soft computing or hard computing, and further it is further categorized the different meta-heuristic techniques into techniques-based, reasoning-based, and algorithm-based. These are the further classification of these techniques, if it is evolution-based, genetic algorithm, evolutionary strategy, genetic programming, biogeography-based optimization, and these are the few examples of it. Then some of the algorithms which is based on the based on the physics behind it, just like the gravitational search algorithm, central force optimization, black hole optimization, galaxy-based optimization, and several as cited here. And other just like swarm-based optimization, PSO, Grey Wolf, Dragonfly, and the other algorithms can be categorized as sine, cosine, which is based on a mathematical or some thermal phenomena, virus colony search. And these are the different categorization of the meta-heuristic algorithms. Now, to discuss the meta-heuristic algorithm in a better way, I have just put a simple example of heuristic approach. If you see this picture here, 4 locations are shown you here as A, B, C, and D, and the distance between these each of the locations is clearly given in this diagram. So if we solve by this exact method or exact algorithm, that is brute force, where we are exploring all the possibilities. This is basically a traveling salesman problem, where a traveling salesman has to travel all the places covering the least distance. So if we are applying the brute force algorithm, that is exact algorithm for this, we are exploring all the possibilities just as given here, and then we are choosing in which we are covering the least distance. Then in the further column number 2, the exact brute force algorithm is supported by the heuristic start, where the heuristic start is B and C. So if we are choosing the B, and again we are exploring the possibilities with the B, because with B location we have 2 possibilities, we can move on, and similar to C, which is given, and further we are looking for the least distance in which path is giving the least distance. And heuristic approach, the third one is heuristic or greedy approach, where we are starting with the B with the heuristic function. So if we are starting with the B, the approach will be B to A, because the minimum distance from B to A is 50 kilometers and B to C is 180 kilometers. So we can start from B to A, and then further C and D we can move on. So B, A, C, B, D, A, D, C is the sequence for that. And similarly, if you are starting from A, we have the possibility that we can move on to D or B, but we are starting with the minimum path function, that is 50 kilometers, which is, so that's why A to B. And further, if we are, we can move to B to A to B, and then C, and then D. But if we are moving from A to B, initially it is 50 kilometers, but later, if we are moving to C, it is covering of 180 kilometers. So if we are again checking the path function value, and finally we are returning back to this A, and then D and C, this is the sequence which we are following for the heuristic. This is the exact plus heuristic support and heuristic method, which is followed for the traveling salesman problem here. Now the same problem if you have to solve by the genetic algorithm, which is a meta-heuristic approach and based on the evolution of the human being. So we are first picking the initial population, then evaluation, selection, and then we are choosing we are finding the fitness evaluation, then crossover, mutation, and then further we are upgrading the population to again find out the fitness evaluation, and further this process will be executed in a loop to obtain the optimum solution, promising solutions. So this can be started here with the initial starting point, can be possible maybe A, B, C, or D. So we have to explore randomly in the search space, which we are following in the meta-heuristic this approach. But in the previous approach, as I already discussed, we are seeing how in brute force we are exploring all the possibilities. In heuristic, again brute force plus heuristic, we are exploring starting with the brute force, means we are exploring the possibilities with the heuristic which we have given, and again in the heuristic we are just checking the heuristic function value, and then we are exploring it. So in this way, the heuristic approach and meta-heuristic approach are quite different from each other. So the next, sorry. So the next one is the comparison between all these techniques is, you can see here, the meta-heuristic approach is fast, but it is required tuning of the parameters, that is tuning dependent. So if you see the optimal result in case of this, we are getting the promising results, but the results we are getting is fast in nature. So sometimes we have to obtain the results with a certain time frame where we can apply this meta-heuristic techniques to reduce the human effort and to obtain the promising solutions within the search space. Now, the another meta-heuristic approach, which is a particle swarm optimization, which is based on bird flocking or fish schooling. As we know that when the birds are roaming around the sky here and there, they are not aware about the food, where the food is there, but finally all the birds are converging to the food. So this food can be considered as a solution, optimal solution, and each of the birds can be act as a particle in this scenario. So in this situation, each of the time the bird is changing its position and upgrading its velocity to obtain the solution, that is food. So here the pseudo code is already given here, that we have to randomly initialize the whole swarm, where we are initializing with the initial population, then we are evaluating the fitness, and further we are upgrading the velocity and we are moving to the new position, and then we are finding the best position, and then further we are updating the position and the velocity, and then this is executed inside the loop, and finally we are reaching to the stopping criteria. Maybe iteration is a stopping criteria, maybe error is a stopping criteria, or maybe the combination of both can be act as a stopping criteria. So here you can see in this diagram all the birds all just going towards the food, that is B here. And this, whenever we are putting the food inside the sea, all the fishes are coming to just get the food. But and this is based on the social behavior of this species. So this is my reference. These are my references which I followed for this. And thank you so much. So this is a brief outline about the meta-heuristic techniques.
Thank you. Thank you, great professor. This was amazing. You explain us really in the detail. Dr. Selvik, start. You continue. We are really proud to have you here today on this symposium, on this great IAU stage. You know, these problems and these explanations, how to do this, how to work each one of this segments in this meta-heuristic algorithms. You gave a great overview, all the features of the algorithms, how is the classification make with this heuristic approach. Then you explain us the meta-heuristic approach, do a comparison with different various techniques, and you show us the practical, this optimization, this algorithm, and what to say. Amazing. Thank you very much, and I hope that we will see you again and listen more about this topic. You can stop sharing. You can stop sharing your presentation.
Thank you, madam. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Amit Kumar. This was Dr. Amit Kumar from the TIET Technology Institute, and as he said, he is also working in the Eureka problem, and I'm sure that This is really, when someone has this knowledge, it needs to be shared, and our youth, our students really can have a big opportunity to learn from experts like our Dr. Solvik, Dr. Amit, and all this great science academicians today and also tomorrow on IIU stage. Now we are moving a little forward. We are moving, and now we have Dr. Nirav Karelia. Dr. Nirav Karelia is coming from Pandit Dindayal Energy University from the Gandhinagar, Gujarat, India. Dr. Nairev's title is today Career Guidance, a Way Forward for Engineering Graduates. I'm really curious about this topic. Welcome, Dr. Nirav. Enlighten us with your presentation and speech.
Hey, hi, how are you?
Great. We are always great. How are you?
Yes, thank you very much. So, can I start with sharing my
Yes,
slides?
yes, you can.
Okay, fine. Please give me a feedback.
Your internet is speed. We see the
Oh,
how
yeah.
it is. We don't see your presentation yet. Okay, great.
Is it visible now?
Great. Yes, it is.
Yeah. So, just a minute. So, yeah, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all the community across the globe. Myself, Dr. Nirav Karelia. I am here to present a talk on career guidance, a way forward for engineering graduates. It is little bit lighter subject with respect to previous two experts, but it is very much needed to have it for all the engineering aspirants. So here let us start. So majorly after getting engineering graduation degree, a person may be little bit confused or maybe curious that what are the way forwards in his engineering career. So let us start with further studies in India. As you all might be knowing that presently Indian government is also very much conducive in admitting foreign students also, and under a program called Study in India, and lot of financial helps and scholarships are also being awarded to the students to study in the premier most institutes of India. So in further study, I have categorized them into two regions. First is for further technical education and other is the management. That is in technical side, we can go for an engineering graduate can go for certification in specialized skill development or masters of technology or master of engineering or master of science. It may be depending on the university they are joining, where the engineering graduates are getting the degree in master like MTech or ME or MSc. In management side, there can be two different degrees like postgraduate diploma in business management or master of business administration. Let us now talk about technical specialization. So certification in various fields are like in civil engineering students, there can be a certification of CAD and CAM, that is computer aided design and computer aided manufacturing, then state flow, workforce, structural design, postgraduate diploma in construction project management from CMC. So these are a few courses which I came across. For mechanical engineering students, there are specialized courses in robotics, HVAC, mechatronics, AutoCAD, CATIA, Studio Max, CAM, CNC machining, HyperMesh, ANSYS, unigraphics, piping stress analysis, tool designing, engineering drawing, and so on. For the students who are graduating from electrical or electronic and communication or electrical and instrumentation engineering, there are specialized courses like MATLAB, VLSI, embedded system, LabVIEW, SCADA, mechatronics, PLC, nanotechnology, certified telecom professional, live online, that is image and video communication, and certified wireless network administrator from IGNU, and certification from Center for Electronics Testing, Test Engineering from NPTI and EDPTI, from Caltron and NIET. For the students from computer science, information technology, and Master of Computer Applications, from Microsoft, there are MCP, MCITP, MCPD, MCTS, MCSA, MCDBA. From Cisco, CCENT, CCNA, CCDA, CCNA Security, CCNA Voice, CCNA Wireless, CCNP, CCIE. These are all the certification program from Cisco itself. RHC, Red Hat Certified Engineers. Then CAPTIA, Network Plus. From CMC, it is CJET, EDG, Big Data, .NET, Java. Language certifications like OCJP, OCA, OCP, PHP, AJAX, HTML5, C hash, C++, etc. So these were all the specialized certification courses for skill development after engineering graduation. Now let us move to MTech or ME or MSc. So where can we pursue these courses of MTech, ME or MSc? So all the reputed IITs in India, NITs, that is National Institute of Technologies, triple ITs, and all the premier institutes. What are the admission criteria? A valid GATE score and a personal interview will let a student into these courses. Now, what is GATE? GATE is a graduate aptitude test for engineering, which is known as GATE engineering, GATE test. It is being conducted by one of the IITs every year. Out of 7 IITs, each IIT is hosting this test across all the courses available in India in IITs and NITs. This is a computer-based testing every year in January and February in even academic terms. It is being conducted all across India. Next comes in after BTech Civil, how many specializations are available in masters? So a couple of them are mentioned over here: environmental engineering, geoinformatics, geotechnical, hydraulics and water resources engineering, infrastructure engineering and management, structural engineering, transportation engineering, and there are many more according to the specialization offered by the particular university. For electrical EC and electrical and instrumentation student, there are major in MTech power system, power electronics drives and control, industrial electronics, control system. For EC student, VLSI system design, telecommunication engineering, wireless communication, signal processing, robotics, embedded system, and so on. For mechanical engineering, there are a couple of specializations like MTech thermal engineering, machine design, aerospace engineering, CAD/CAM, automobile engineering, and metallurgy and material science. For CS and IT students, they can pursue their masters in computer graphics, vision and multimedia, computer networks and distribution systems, algorithms and complexity, formal methods in softwares, embedded system and architecture, software systems, artificial intelligence and machine learning, data science, and there are many varieties to follow. In management studies, where can we study management? So preferably in Indian Institute of Management, which are premier most institutes, and they are well renowned. And apart from that, there are list of top 20, top 50 B schools available in India. What are the admission criteria? So for IIMs, GATE score and personal interviews are required, where GATE stands for Common Admission Test. And many other premier private universities which offer their own MBA courses, they conduct their own entrance test, right? These tests are computer-based testing and they are being conducted in November last week. That is odd semester, maybe 5th or 7th semester a student can opt. In management studies, there are 2 degrees available, means 2 degrees are awarded. One is PGDBM and other maybe MBA, Master of Business Administration. So which are the specialization available? So in general, all traditional branches of marketing, human resource, finance, retail, and operations, international business, telecom management, logistic and supply chain management, business leadership, family managed businesses, rural development and management, then, particularly for computer and information technology students, there are specialized MBA courses for them like MBA in IT software development, IT networking technology, telecom management, computer aided management, MBA operations, MBA system management, logistic and supply chain management, and all branches mentioned plus there are a couple of courses which are dealing with agribusiness management also and travel and tourism management. Now, in further studies abroad for Indian students or many other students, in technical, major choices of students are US, Canada, UK, Germany, Sweden, Australia, Belgium, and many more countries. What are the criteria, particularly in US? Nowadays, for last 3 years, due to this COVID situation, GRE have been waived off. But if a student wants to avail scholarship or some TA-ship or RA-ship at the very beginning of their course, then good scores in GRE is also appreciated by the particular institutes. Apart from GRE, for language proficiency in English, either of these two tests called TOEFL or IELTS is required. Whereas for management, the preferable countries which student you choose to go or they prefer to go is US, UK, Australia, New Zealand, and couple of more. For entering into US in management courses, GMAT, it is just a CBT based test like GRE. So GMAT score is required. Apart from that, for language proficiency, TOEFL and IELTS are required. Now, the student in India who are looking for job placements, there are variety of jobs available. So I have categorized some of them like this one. So the very first is after getting great engineering degree, if a person wants to pursue a job, so private industries are there. The process of getting into the private industry is they conduct technical aptitude test. It is just for the filtration. Then they might conduct group discussion and finally personal interviews. Package may depend on the size and reputation and its spread across the world of the industry. It depends. In state government, each state government machinery or their technical operations are being carried by state agencies. They either admit the employee on the base of GATE score or technical aptitude test of their own they conduct. Here, the engineering graduate will be directly placed into class 2 and the pay package will be as at par of that state pay commission implemented. Recently, in most of the state, 7th pay commission has been implemented and it offers almost 8 lakh per annum, 8 lakh rupees per annum. In central government, again, A person can enter just on the base of merit of gate score and personal interview. And here, their salary may start from 10 lakhs onwards. It depends on the various industries and central government entity like PSUs. There are Navratnas, there are Maharatnas, and their salary may be far higher than the basic salary of the class 2. Then comes Indian Engineering Services. So central government, all the engineering operations are being carried by separate agencies, and they also admit an engineer on the base of technical aptitude, GT, and PI. And some of the entities are admitting the employee or the fresh engineers on the base of gate score. Here also the pay scale will be at par of 7th pay commission. Then comes UPSC, which is called IAS, Indian Administrative Service, IPS, and IRS. They conduct their own very rigorous testing or test, and their salary will be at par of class 1, which is highest cadre in administration or government pay scale. And last but not the least, armed forces like Air Force, Navy, uh, Army, they also recruit on their own. So they conduct aptitude tests, then group discussion, then medical test, and finally personal interview. It is a very rigorous testing procedure. And then they are inducted into the forces after due training. And their salary are also at par with the government pay scales. So with this, I think I have given good glimpses of career guidance after a engineering graduation. Thank you very much for giving me a chance. Thank you, Nada.
Thank you. Thank you, respected doctor. It was really amazing. Dr. Niravi, you really introduced us so many important things about the career guidance, a way forward to engineering graduates. I really like this. It was very informative because I didn't know a lot about the studies, further studies in India. You show us from the technical, all the certificates, specialized trainings for the students, for the PhD, CAD, CAM. I can say also, I'm not working in this field, but also I'm a mechanical engineer. So this is really to my heart, very close. I like it. And I work so many things, but not like you, like Dr. Solvik, but I'm giving myself here. Now, for me, this management studies are very interested. So where can do it? What are the criteria? How to make admissions? What about computer-based testing? So I like it really much. Dr. Sowick, please, can you say something? Can you give us a feedback about this amazing presentation?
Actually, when we were planning about this particular program, I thought that we had been discussing, or a lot of time had been engaged for the career guidance of the young engineering aspirants. So why not having a session like this? So it was honor for me that Dr. Nirav has immediately given me the consent, and we were likewise discussing almost conversing on phone, and over phone we discussed, and why not this particular aspect, because we thought that these type of discussions will definitely enrich our young aspirants in who are in the process of engineering, and what careers are lying ahead if you are going from a different branch other than computer science. So there has been it is really an eye opener for the young aspirants to take up this particular or attending this particular program. And I hope that our Thapar students, as well as the students from different parts of the world, those who are attending this particular program, will highly be benefited from this particular lecture of Dr. Nirav. Thank you so much, Nirav sir.
Thank you very much, Dr. Stovik, for giving me this chance to throw some light for all the engineering graduates for their further career building. Thank you.
Yeah, sure.
So, Dr. Stovik, we are moving forward. Please, who is our next great speaker?
Dr. Rajesh, and this is also an innovative idea. We thought that Dr. Rajesh is currently looking after the IEEE professional as well as student membership. So why not give a chance in this particular platform to introduce him, as well as uh, giving a student an opportunity to think about, who are exploring their ideas, or who want to explore their career on research. Why not explore on IEEE benefits, or IEEE membership benefits rather? I think it will be, I think if I'm not mistaken, it will be a good idea to exchange some discussions on how do we enroll our students for IEEE, or how do we encourage our students for IEEE student membership, as well as some idea regarding IEEE professional memberships as well.
Yes, yes, it is very interesting topic. So amazing, and welcome our great Dr. Rajesh Pindoria from the TIET Institute of Engineering and Technology. And let's hear about the benefits of IEE membership. So please enlighten us with your speech.
Yeah, so thank you so much, madam, and thank you the Sovik Ganguly sir to invited me for this talk. So I hope my slide is visible and I am also audible.
Great. Yes, great.
Yeah. So first of all, good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, because this is for the old world and live broadcast in the Facebook. So today's topic talk on the benefit of IEEE membership. Okay. So speaker brief biodata. So currently I am a assistant professor at Thapar Institute of Engineering Technology, Thapar at Patiala. Okay. So I'm not going to detail about my brief biodata. So maybe audience can see my biodata from my website as well as Thapar website. So, okay. So going to detail about my presentation. So starting with outlines of my presentation. So starting with what is a IEEE, then various field involvement in the IEEE awards and travel grants. So this is the most important presentation for the student as well as the faculty member that is a starting career. IEEE financially support and professional networking, IEEE jobs and the collaborative, and finally conclusion. So we can say, suppose we invest some amount in any professional society, then how much we will get from this particular society. So we can say conclusion, that is a IEEE return of investment. So this is a flow of my presentation. So now beginning of the presentation, that is what is a IEEE. So we can say IEEE, it is a stand on Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers. Okay, so it is the world's largest technical professional organization dedicated to advanced technology for the benefit of humanity. So as a professional engineer, maybe the management, maybe the any professional in our career, we are doing work for our local community as well as the advancement in the technology for our benefit, correct? So IEEE, it is for the world largest technical professional organization dedicated to advancing technology for the benefit of humanity. So summary form, we can say IEEE is knowledge, community, and professional. So whatever you have professional, you can connect with the IEEE platform and enhance your knowledge as well as your professional networking as well as the community by using the IEEE platform. So one of the misunderstanding of the IEEE for the like student as well as the faculty member as well as the major community, it is a stand on the electrical and electronics engineers. So most of the undergraduate student as well as the postgraduate student feeling like this is only for the electrical and electronics engineering. Okay, but this is a totally wrong concept. It is a not like only electrical and electronics, because this is a fundamental, we can say not a fundamental, this is a major branch. There is a core branch, electrical and electronics. And before the IEEE name, that is like American Society. Okay, after that, it is a being like electrical and electronics engineer. So this IEEE is open to all professional. Okay, so there is a maybe the computer science, maybe the civil engineer, maybe the IT engineer. So any professional you can join is a IEEE. So now membership. So everywhere, starting from the like lower grade to higher grade, everywhere, maybe any professional society. So same like in IEEE. So membership grade starting from the student member. So student member means once you completed your 12th standard, then you can become the student member. So we can say the undergraduate university, otherwise institute student. Then is a graduate student member. So once the student completed the graduation, then we can say this is a post-graduation student member. Then we can count as a graduate student member. Once you completed your post-graduation, and suppose you are working in the industry, otherwise your own business, and then you want to benefit from the IEEE, then you can take the IEEE membership as an associate member. Okay. After that, a member. So once you have a like little bit professional experience as well as the like technical experience as well as the volunteer experience, then that is a member. Okay. After that, most important membership, that is a senior membership. Once you have a 5 years volunteer experience and 5 years professional technical experience, then IEEE USA will give you, that is a senior membership, that is a highest grade of the membership. After that, that is a depend on your technical research work as well as the professional research work as well as the volunteership. Then is a fellow, and after that is a life membership. So we have a starting from the student member. So student will take the benefit from IEEE, and end that is a life member. So we can take the benefit of IEEE from the student life to end of our life. That is a maybe the 100 year, maybe the 105 years. Okay, that is the main benefit. So various field involvement in the IEEE. So as I said in the beginning of my presentation, lot of the student as well as faculty member confused about the IEEE and also misunderstanding because the IEEE. So various field involvement in the IEEE. So we can say electrical engineering, computer science, software development, information technology, any engineer professional, it is a not matter, it is electrical, yeah, electronics, any engineering professor, it is involved in the IEEE. Even physicians, so we can say the science, even medical doctors also take a part in the IEEE, electronics engineer. So you can see only a few of major professional actually I written in the present in the slide, but apart from this professional, all the professional involved in the IEEE. So there is a no matter which a professional is your life, but you can take the benefit from the IEEE. So at large, how much community available in the IEEE? So you can see IEEE community across the globe. It is not for only India. It is not for only China. It is not for any country. It is open to all the world. So we can say IEEE community across the world. So total 40900 plus members in the more than 160 countries. So you can see, suppose you are a IEEE member, then there is a chance to you can connect with 160 plus country. Okay, so there is a professional networking. So nowadays, professional network is most important for your career growth. Okay, so we have total region 10. So region 1 to region 10. So we are in the total, currently I am in India. So our region is a region 10. Okay, so 343 section in the 10 geographical region worldwide. That is a region 1 to region 10. Okay, more than 1,25,000 student member in the IEEE. Okay, 3,182 student branches chapter of the IEEE Technical Society. So you can see how many members involved in the IEEE. So you can get a chance to collaborate with your professional activity, maybe your career starting, maybe your project collaboration. So you can see more than 160 country involved in the IEEE, correct? So this is the IEEE benefit and IEEE community across the globe. Yes, volunteer opportunity. in our life, we can involve in maybe any professional activity for there is a volunteer role, correct? For the IEEE volunteer opportunity, suppose you are a student, then we can involve as a student branch level. Suppose we are a faculty member, yeah, in the industry person, then we can involve in the local section level. Suppose our professional is a high level, then we can go with the regional level. And suppose we are an extraordinary person, then we can go with a global level. So you can involve yourself by the four volunteer activity, that is a student branch level. Suppose you are a university student, then that is a student branch level. Then it's a local section, maybe the Delhi section, maybe the Bangalore section, maybe the UP section, depend on the country wise. And then is a regional level, that's a region 1 to 10, we have a total region 10. Then we can involve in the region wise activity, and then is a global level activity. Yes, as Nirav sir said, for the education wise, we need to take also career benefit, also career opportunity. So once we completed the graduation, then most of the students confused in which stream we need to do continue, maybe the higher education. Suppose student choose the higher education, then which field we need to take the exam. Okay, so IEEE also provide this same type of guidance from the IEEE platform, that is the IEEE career benefit. So that is a professional networking, career guidance. So once we completed 12th, once they completed like graduation, post-graduation, and then you confuse what is the next, then you can simply write mail to the IEEE career guidance, and they will give the proper guidance. Financially support for the higher education study. Maybe the some student financial background is not very good, then IEEE provide the financially support for the higher education. So these are the summary form of the career benefit from the IEEE. Next, IEEE benefits, that's a career resources and the recognition. Okay, so everybody wants some benefits, correct? Suppose I want to spend some time for some volunteer activity, then every person wants some output, correct? So suppose you want to your time for the volunteership, then how much what you will get from the IEEE. Okay, so this is a career webinar, that's a free. Suppose you are a IEEE member, then you can easily access the career webinar, resume lab, because suppose you want to do the job in the company, or there is any academic area. So first step is you need to submit your resume, and resume must be the very informative, correct? So how we can make the resume that also you can get information from the IEEE. So that is the most important for the student as well as the new career of the faculty member. That is a resume lab. So how to make the resume. Professional networking. So nowadays that is a most important for the career. There is a professional networking. Suppose you have a good professional networking, then it is a good to get the good job as well as the good project collaboration. Discount on the IEEE conference as an academic person, otherwise as an industry person, whatever we are doing, so we need to publish that research, correct? So IEEE is organized many conference in every month. So suppose you want to communicate your research work in the any IEEE conference, then they will give a discount for the registration. Travel grant. Suppose you want to attend any conference and you are the active IEEE volunteer, then they will give the 100% travel grant to attend any country across the globe. Scholarship for the internship for the UG student as well as the PG student, they must do the internship for the 4-year program as well as 2-year program. So they will give the scholarship from the IEEE. Financially support for the higher study, as I said, suppose our background is not very good, then you can just request to the IEEE for the financial support. And suppose you meet the eligible criteria, then they will give maybe the 50%, maybe the 80%, and somehow maybe the 100% financially support for the higher education and job site platform. So across the globe, any job is open in any industry, so you can receive the mail from the globe, across the globe. So in this country, in this state, in this city, this job is open. Maybe you can submit your resume. Suppose you want to do job in particular XYZ country. Okay, so there is a one platform, there is a job site in the IEEE. So you can see this is a lot of benefit that actually want the student as well as the any faculty member as well as any industry person. So this is a so many benefits from the IEEE. IEEE e-learning platform. As we know, in the last 2 years, there is a COVID pandemic time period. So globally, there is a online education as well as online work. So IEEE is provide e-learning platform that is like technical magazines, IEEE TV, IEEE standards. Suppose whatever you want to design any new products, so we have to follow the any standards, maybe the IEEE standard, maybe the IEC standard, maybe the ISO standard. So we have to follow the standard to design our product. So you can also access the free standard from the IEEE platform and technical research paper. So this is the fully educational benefit, that is an e-learning platform. So as I said in the previous slide, technical magazine, so you can receive the soft copy of your technical magazine as well as the hard copy of your technical magazines. Okay, so that is a very good to increase your technical knowledge. Financially award. So this is the most important for the undergraduate student as well as the post-graduation student. So undergraduate and postgraduate project-based award. So minimum is a $500 to maximum $10,000 that student will receive. Suppose that project idea is very good. Okay, so minimum is a 500, but maximum is a $10,000. So this is a too much amount for the UG and PG project. Okay, student and faculty research project grant. So suppose faculty member is doing something for the research and they want to submit that idea for the IEEE. So they will receive minimum $1,000 and maximum is a $25,000 to complete that project. So suppose you are eligible for that project, then you will get minimum $1,000 and maximum $25,000. This is a very good amount for the completion of our project. Yeah. So this is a travel grant award. So this is the most important for the every undergraduate student. I am not saying for the PG student, but for the most undergraduate student, travel grant is most important. To attend the IEEE conference and workshop, so they will provide the travel grant. To attend any local regional IEEE meeting, so they will give the fully travel grant with accommodation and scholarship for the higher education. So suppose you are the active member and your background is not too much, not very good as a finance, then IEEE provide the scholarship for the higher education. So you can see this is a very good. As I say, for my side, I can say my personal experience, I got 2 times the full travel grant to attend the IS annual meeting in the USA. So I got the 2 times full travel grant support from the IEEE to attend the USA trip. Okay, so this is a very good. So you need to just spend only around $13 because nowadays 50% discount on the membership. So you have to just spend only $13 per year, and you will get maybe the 1 lakh rupees, maybe the 2 lakh rupees, maybe the 5 lakh rupees, depend on your volunteership and you are how much time you are spending in the IEEE. So IEEE IS CMD award. So IS is a different society in the IEEE, that is an Industrial Application Society, and CMD stand on the chapter membership development award. Okay, so IEEE IS provides many awards. So there is a medical undergraduate student design award and student robotics awards. So every BTech student designed the project for to getting the degree. So why we not submit the project in the IEEE and maybe we can get the award. Okay, and humanitarian contents award, most happening IS chapter award. So we have lot of award like best thesis award. Suppose you are maybe student doing the BTech and not BTech, MTech and the PhD. Once you complete your degree and complete your thesis, then you can submit your thesis for this award. There is a IEEE IS CMD award, Web Design Contents Award, Outstanding Chapter Chair Award, and Outstanding Member. Suppose you are a active member and your performance is outstanding, then maybe you will get this award. So what is the benefit of this award? Suppose any one award you will get. So get a free USA trip, that is a fully travel grant, free Friday accommodation, that is a fully free certificate and award amount. So you will get too much benefit from the only $27 amount, otherwise maybe the $13 amount per year. This is another award. So this is high level award for the faculty member. Okay. This is another society, that is a IEEE Power Energy Society. So PES stand on the Power and Energy Society. So you can see the many awards available in the IEEE Power Energy Society. So suppose you want to see the eligible criteria in the deadline and application process, so you can just visit on this website and you can find the more information about the award. IEEE PLS. So nowadays, heart of the every application, that's like power electronics. So PLS stand on the Power Electronics Society. So suppose you want to design the any product. So nowadays, heart is a power electronics, because power electronics make the sense and you can reduce the size of the any application. So we can say heart of the any application is a power electronics. Without power electronics, we cannot make any product that is like technology wise product. So PLS thesis, PhD thesis talk award. There is a PT talk. There is a one of the award. PLS prize letter award. So we can see this is a many awards available. Suppose you want to know the more information, then just visit on the IEEE PLS award. So you will get the more information, eligible criteria, and everything on the website. Yes, IEEE Women in Engineering Student Award. One of the misconceptions, one of the misunderstanding here also, WI stand on women in engineering. So like gen student, otherwise we can say the male student thinking like this is only for the women, but it is a wrong concept. It is open to the all gender. This is a male. It is not like that. It is only for female student. It is a male as well as the female. Okay. So IEEE WI Inspiring Member of the Year Award, IEEE WI Student of the Year Award, and IEEE WI Affinity Group the Year Award. This is only 3 awards I mentioned in the presentation because of the time limitation. But apart from these 3 awards, many awards available for the IEEE WI. So what you will get? You will get the full travel grant to attend the conference and receive an awards. Yes, so this is the IEEE Extremely Coding Competition. So suppose somebody working on the computer engineering, so they must know the programming, and suppose you take the part in the Extremely Coding Competition. So that is a 24-hour online competition. That is a coding competition. Suppose you will win this coding competition, then you will get, suppose that is a first place, that is a round trip of the coach airline ticket for the each winner team. Suppose in team there is a 5 member, so each member will get the travel support. There is a to and fro round trip ticket plus conference registration fees plus 3-night hotel stay. Okay, so similarly, suppose you are a second prize, third prize, so complimentary there is a around 100 prize are there. Okay, so for the first, second, and third prize, that is a too much benefit. But apart from that, it is a many benefit for the rank of the 100. IEEE Student Project Grant. So there is another benefit, as I said in the beginning of my presentation. So $500 for the student per project and $300 for the faculty mentor. Suppose some faculty is mentoring the project for the student, then suppose that project is win, then student will get $500 as well as faculty will get the $300 from that project. Okay. Yes. IEEE job site platform. This is the most important for the every UG and PG student as well as the PhD research scholar, because whatever we are doing, that is ultimately goal is we want to get a good job, correct? So suppose you are interested in the job, maybe the academic, maybe in the industry. So IEEE have that job site platform. So you have to just create your profile in the IEEE platform, IEEE job site platform, and you can just enter the city name. Otherwise, you can just enter the country name, in which country you want to do the job. Okay. So every day you will receive the mail from the IEEE, in particular this city, in particular this state, job is open. Maybe you can apply your credential. Okay. Yes, IEEE Collaborate. So this is one of the social platform in the IEEE. So nowadays we are using the WhatsApp, we are using the Facebook, we are using the YouTube, we are using the lot of social media platform. But we don't know how much time we are wasting on the social platform. I am not saying you are wasting 100% time on the social platform. Maybe you can utilize the social platform for the gathering of the information. Similar, IEEE provide the collaborated platform that is a totally professional platform. Suppose you are the research scholar, suppose you are the PhD research scholar and you are stuck in the any particular problem, just you send this message through this platform. Within a 24-hour, you will get reply from the IEEE mentor, and maybe they will provide the solution for that particular problem. So for my personal, I can spend around 2 hours per day to get in the latest technology and latest information from this platform. So once you are the IEEE member, then you can just create your account on the IEEE collaborated, and you can update your network. You can make the collaboration across the globe. So this is a very good. So I can suggest to every student as well as the every audience, just take the IEEE membership and increase your professional networking as well as knowledge, because nowadays knowledge is a power, correct? Suppose you have a knowledge, then we can say we have a power. Okay, so then I have now only few slides. So get involved in the IEEE HATE and site. HATE is a humanitarian activity committee, and site stand on the special interest group on humanitarian activity, correct? So is it like a human being, we are doing something for the another human, correct? So suppose we are a rich person and suppose we want to do something for the poor people, then IEEE provide lot of fund for this activity. So you can see in the South Africa, they are installed the solar panel for the hospital. Okay, so IEEE provide the too much grant for the helping to the other people. Okay, so there is a main thing is the motivation. Suppose you have motivation and you have idea, so just submit your project idea. IEEE will ready to give the amount, maybe the $1 lakh, maybe the $2 lakh, maybe the $10 lakh, depend on your requirement and depend on your project idea. Okay, so IEEE STEAM, so you can see STEAM stand on science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Suppose you have a IEEE membership and your children maybe study in the 11th year, 12th year, maybe the 6th standard, then you can give this platform to your children and your children will get the benefit from the IEEE, that is the IEEE STEAM stand on the science, technology, engineering, mathematics. IEEE student project grants. So as I already discussed in the previous slide, so we have a lot of project from the IEEE platform. So you can see the IEEE as a as Nirav sir said, suppose somebody want to work in the maybe the foreign, so we have like awards. So it's a Canadian Foundation, IEEE Canadian Foundation awards, Dellard Chong Student Activity Award, IEEE Laser and Electro Optical Society Award. So minimum you will get a 1,000 US dollar and maximum you will get 4,000 US dollar. This amount may be increased depend on your project idea. So IEEE job site, IEEE site project grant. So maximum you will get 5,000 US dollar per project proposal. Maybe this amount increase depend on your project idea as well as team member. So suppose you are a IEEE member and you want to make the new IEEE member and you can refer your membership for the new member, then you will get $2 is a student member and $5 is a professional member. So for the professional member, US $15 for each professional member recruitment. Suppose any faculty member, suppose I am a faculty member and I recruit the new any professional member, then I will get 15 US dollar. Okay, so annually I will get US $90. Same like student member. Suppose any student member recruit the new student member, then they will get US $2 for the each student membership. So they will get maximum 90 US dollar. So ultimately there is a like free of cost IEEE membership. So free IEEE sister society membership, there is a IS, there is amount is a $13 for the student member. The promotion code is a IS LRP. Suppose you are a currently IEEE member as a student member, then you can take IS membership, that is a free of cost, and that amount is a $13. So just you can put this promotion code. Suppose suppose you want to take the PES membership, power and energy, amount is a $10 US. So you can put this promotion code. And for the Power Electronic Society, this promotion code is a PLS EDUE. So this all code for the student member, it is a not for the professional member. Okay. Free membership, there is a by default free, there is a IEEE site and IEEE WIE. Yes, so end of the presentation, finally conclusion. Suppose as a student, they invest around like $30 annually, because nowadays there is like a 50% discount. There is a future 50. Suppose student invest $30 annually, then how much they will get? So you can see you will get a return annually free sister society membership, that is a $23. Travel grant, maybe that is a $1 lakh, maybe the $15,000, maybe the $10,000 US. Scholarship for the higher education, professional networking, and career opportunity. So as a BTech student, as a PG student, suppose we spend only $13, that is only like 1100 rupees as a INR. So we will get maybe the 1 lakh rupees, yeah, maybe the 2 lakh rupees, maybe the 10,000 rupees. Okay, depend on your activeness in the IEEE. So you can take the IEEE membership and you can increase your professional networking and increase your knowledge. So ultimately you will get more power from the society as well as across the globe. Yeah, so finally I can say that join the world's largest professional association and you make the difference when you join the IEEE. So finally, thank you so much for your kind attention. I hope you get a lot of information from this informative presentation. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Big clap for our great Dr. Rajesh. Really, I didn't know a lot about this IEEE, and this benefits of the membership is really great. And as you said, you gave us and explain us each one step. So what is IEEE? What are the various fields in the IEEE? About the awards and about the grants, about the traveler grants, what is the financial support, what about the professional networking, how for the job site, how for the collaboration, and what is the return of the investment. Really great. I like it. I like this knowledge, this IEEE, which means first is a knowledge, second community, third as profession, all these grades, all these various fields. So be an engineer is a very it is very today great. So many opportunities. We see in this field, we see in so many communities across the globe. You show us the career benefits, the professional networking, the guidance, each one of this, and what platform. It is a really a learning platform. We can get here so many financial awards, and this is very so this is giving us inspiration and motivation. So tell me, can who can be a member of this IEEE? What is necessary to be a member of this?
Yeah, so there is a very good question. So once we completed our 12th standard, then we can enroll in the IEEE. So it is not a matter you are a regular your education in the any university, but once you complete your 12th standard, then you can join the IEEE and take the benefit from the IEEE.
Okay, so next time you can show us what are important, what are the standards. You said 12, so that is what we need a whole year to do that. Am I right? How many times?
For the how many times we need to pay the member amount? Yeah, what?
No. We need to pay that, and we need to attend. And is each one of them have some kind of exam or something like that?
No, ma'am. There is no
No.
exam. There is no exam.
There is no
Uh,
exam. So we need to just create the account. So they will ask only your name, date of birth, and your valid email ID
qualification.
and qualification. So once you completed your 12th standard, so you can easily create your account, and there is only a 2 to 3 steps to complete the account. And finally, you have to pay the amount depend on your reason. So maybe suppose we are a student member, then we need to pay only 27 US dollars.
Yes. I understand now.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Very,
Thank you,
very
sir.
interesting. You
Yes.
make us to think about that. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you giving me this opportunity. Thank you so much.
You are most welcome. You are most welcome, and sure you will be here with us again. So now we are going to our student presenter. We have our student presenter. She is Miss Rupali Singh. She is coming from the Thapar Institute of Engineering and Technology. And today, Miss Rupali will present her topic on the title Multi-objective optimization. Amazing. A woman in technology and engineering. Welcome.
Hello, ma'am. Hello, everyone. Myself, Rupali Singh, and I'm pursuing PhD from the Thapar University. And my topic, and today I'm going to give the presentation on the multi-objective optimization. So continue with the slides. Are my slides are visible?
Can you put a full screen, please, if you can?
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Put it in slide mode.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
It is great.
Optimization. Okay, ma'am. Optimization model classification. Basically, we have the optimization like single optimization and the multi-optimization. Basic classification are constant or unconstrained, linear or non-linear optimization, single objective or multi-objective. Another classification can be made by the variables like continuous, discrete, mixed, integer. So multi-objective optimization problem. Firstly, involves more than one objective function. Multi-objective problems that are to be minimized or either has to be maximized to get the optimal solution. Answer is set of solution that defines the best trade-off between competing objectives. So there is a mathematical formulation of the multiple optimization problems. So mathematically, we have to minimize or maximize the function x for m tends to 1 to up to m subjected to some constant that is g, x is greater than or equals to 0 and hx. So we have some the bound, lower bound and the upper bound and having some limits. Here we have some main topics. In the single objective optimization problem, the superiority of a solution over other solution is easily determined by comparing the objective function values. But in multi-objective optimization problem, the goodness of a solution is determined by the dominance value. Definition of dominance. What is dominance? Dominance test. X1 dominate X2. If solution X1 is no worse than X2 in all objectives, solution X1 is strictly better than X2 in at least of the one of the objectives. So we can say that X1 dominate X2 or X2 is dominated by the X1. So here we have an example of dominance test. Here we have the function f1 to be maximized and f2 the function to be minimized, and we have some functions like 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it is weights 1 versus 2. If we see that 1 versus 2, 1 dominates over 2, and 1 versus 5, here 5 dominates 1, and in 1 and 4 none of the solution dominates each other. Now we go for the Pareto optimal solution. Non-dominated solution set. Given a set of solution, the non-dominated solution is a set of all the solutions that are non-dominated by any member of the solution set. So Pareto optimality exists a feasible solution of decision variable for x belongs to some function f, which would decrease some criteria without causing a simultaneous increase in it at least one criteria. Unfortunately, this concept almost gives not a single solution, but rather a set of a solution, which is called the Pareto optimal set. The non-dominated set of entire feasible decision space is called the Pareto optimal set. The boundary defined by the set of all points mapped from the Pareto optimal set is called the Pareto optimal front. Now going to the next slide, we have a graphical application of the Pareto optimal solution. Here we have some function like x1 and x2, like we have f1 x function to be minimized and f2 x function is also to be minimized. So we have some feasible objective space for some weighted like a, b, and c. In the shaded portion, we have a Pareto optimal front for the Pareto optimal solution. Goals in multi-objective optimization. Find set of all the solution as close to possible to Pareto optimal front to find a set of a solution as diverse as possible. Classic method of multi-objective optimization methods. Weighted sum method. Scalarize a set of objective into a single objective by adding each objective pre-multiplied by a user supplied weight. Suppose we have to minimize some function like fx is m times m equals to 1 for m for all the function of the weight wm and fm x, subject to some of the constant which is like greater than or equal to 0 and having the limit 1 to up to j. Weight of an objective is chosen in proportion to the relative importance of the objective. Weighted sum method, we have some of the advantages and some of the disadvantages. Advantages, it is very simple and not convex, and the disadvantages, it is difficult to set the weight factors to obtain a Pareto optimal solution in a desired region in some of the objective space. It cannot find certain Pareto optimal solution in the case of a non-convex objective space. So we have some convex case and some non-convex case. In convex case, we have a feasible objective space with two functions like Wn and W2. We have a feasible objective space and the red curve showing the Pareto optimal front. The second method is E-constant method. E-constant method given by the Himes et al. In 1971. Keep just one of the objective and restricting the rest of the objective within user specific values. We have to minimize some function and subject under some constraint like which is shown in the given slides. In this method, we have keep objective f to be objective minimize, treat f1 as a constant f1 x which is less than or equal to eta 1. We have some function and having the space like A and B. We have feasible objective space between this area shown with the blue color. Here we have some advantages and disadvantages of this method. Advantages applicable to either convex or non-convex problems. And the disadvantage of this method, the E factor has to be chosen carefully so that is within the maximum or minimum values of the individual objective function. The another method is weighted metric method. Combine multiple objectives using the weighted distance metric of any solution from the ideal solution. Like we have to minimize the function and subject to some constraint shown in the slide. In weighted metric method, we have function 1 and 2 for condition like population 1 and for the population 2 and for the population up to infinite. In this, we can use up to the infinite number of population and we can get the optimal solution. Weighted matrix method have also some advantages and disadvantages. Advantages: weighted takeoff matrix guarantees finding all Pareto optimal solution with ideal solution. And the disadvantages: require knowledge of minimum and maximum objective value, requires that which can be found by independently optimizing each objective functions. For small p, not all Pareto optimal solution are obtained. As p increases, the problem becomes non-differentiable. Now at the end of the we have some discuss application of the multi-objective optimization. Multi-objective optimization are presently using in various fields like energy production, storage, and distribution system. We can here use the very optimal solution of the energy production, storage, and distribution system, process incentivization, industrial process security evaluation, and product development. So here is my last slide, and very thank you. Here is the end of my slide now.
Thank you so much. It was an amazing presentation on your topic, multi-objective optimization. We are really proud on you, Miss Punjali, and I'm sure that your mentor is also proud on you. What you show, this model, this optimization model, first you start from the classifications, for me, also something new, this how it is constructed, the linear or non-linear, single objective and multi-objective, other classifications you show, and this example of your dominance test, I need to see and watch and listen and learn more about this solutions, Pareto, the goals of the MO, how you are making this sum method, what about the advantages and disadvantages of the matrix method, applications, and etc. It was really amazing. A big clap for our great student. Amazing. So today, I need also be a speaker, but I will do it tomorrow because we are at the end soon. We have it is not a lot of time for me, not a lot of minutes. So tomorrow we will continue. I want to thanks to first and foremost, I want to thanks to our great Dr. Sovik, Dr. Amit for this collaboration, for this great symposium. No words to express my gratitude to our amazing speakers, valuable time. You all enrich us with new thoughts. You were an inspiration for us. Also, I want to thanks to a person behind the success of today's event who is continuously guiding us, motivating us, putting us in our best. Our great founder of IIU, Sir Piyush. Words are not sufficient to express our heartfelt gratitude. So thank you, lovely audience. Thank you, lovely audience on the Facebook for being a part of our symposium, for being a part of our first day. So if our speakers, Dr. Sovik, if you want to say something at the end, I would like also, great Dr. Amit, thank you. Thank you for this organization because this was, it took a lot of time and for preparing this and thank you. Thank you very much. Dr. Amit, would you like to say something? What about the Eureka? I like this Eureka. Today was a Eureka for me, and I'm sure for all our listeners and watchers. And tomorrow we will continue with new great eminent speakers, also from the TIET, from the Research Center from IIU. So please, your final words.
Let me add on over here first, and I'll definitely give the opportunity to Dr. Amit as well to share his views, his thoughts, and how do we grow about in Eureka. It all started in year of 2019 when I took the charge for Eureka, and it was a new society, and we were mainly looking for young aspirants to solve certain design problems for us. So with this idea, we moved on, but unfortunately, in 2020 as well as in 2021, we were facing this problem of COVID, so that we could not have any such events which could take place offline. But once you have all offline events being closed, we moved on gradually into the online mode and conducted some technical sessions. So this is how we moved our journey, and I think Dr. Amit joined us last year, and he is with me guiding the students, and we have some good amount of research work being going on. And UG students, undergraduate students especially, I'll focus on few names like Avimanyu is a pioneer of this particular society formation, and it was his idea with which we set up this particular society of Eureka prize problems. And apart from that, we have people like Shomadeep. Shomadeep is recently pursuing his MBA in a prestigious institute. And apart from that, there are two current final year students with whom we had published so many research articles, so that I thought that I should name them as well. Miss Tanya Srivastav and Jashwanidhi Srivastav. I think Jashwanidhi will be joining tomorrow. She's in traveling mode right now, so she will assist you in moderating the program. So you'll be feeling slightly relaxed, and they have been doing all such hard effort behind the scene, and it has been a long journey, and now we thought that we should explore more on the technical events, so that the students, the ongoing students can extract out some benefit. We can encourage them for some research activities, for some good project, or for good research work to be presented in some prestigious conferences likewise. So that's all from my side. And I think
Dr. Amit, please, your
please.
final words. We have a few minutes more.
First of all, I would like to thank everyone for their active participation and all the viewers also. And this is a great platform to discuss all the views on different topics by every speakers. So it's a very new experience for me to attend a technical symposium and deliver a talk on certain topic in an online mode. And but it is a very, I feel that this is a very great opportunity, and we will organize this kind of events, and we will take a part in that at regular interval of time, and we will inspire our students also to take participation actively. More and more students, we will try to encourage the students such that their participation will improve and they will actively participate. And I feel and summarize my whole thing in one line is that this is a great opportunity and great platform to share our knowledge.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Yes, we have
Thank you,
opportunity.
everyone. And especially, I just want to say one line about Souvik sir, because Souvik sir has inspired me to take participation in Eureka. So he is the mind behind my participation and my part in the Eureka. And I am just grateful to sir for giving me the opportunity to be the part of this and to get connected with IIU. it's a very great opportunity, and I feel that it's a very good platform to share our knowledge and views on a specific topics. So I will look forward if some opportunity is coming again to me, and I will actively participate in that.
Yes, you are welcome. You are all welcome. Our great Dr. Sovik is an inspiration. He's always motivating. So this is the first technical symposium, but not the last. So we will continue. We will make more events, more sessions. And yes, it is very, very important to encourage our students, to involve them, because the mission of IIU, the IIU Research Center, and all institutes, all university is for our students to make a bright future. Thank you all for being today. Please join us tomorrow at the same time, at the second day of the technical symposium. Until tomorrow, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye, bye, bye.
Bye, madam.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.